back.
Yep.
Episode 10.
10.
We're halfway to 20.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Yep.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, and we're going to do more than 20.
Yeah.
We got some comments. People are like, don't stop at 20. Dustin just made a
goal.
A goal of 20.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't want us to hit, 8 and quit, you know?
Right,
So,
yeah.
or do all these offshoot episodes. We got to get to 20 chop ups and then we can get weird with whatever
Other
else.
stuff,
Yeah. So,
No, we'll get to 20 and we'll
Yep.
do more.
Once we get to 20, what's the next goal? 50?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta go to 50.
Okay.
So
There you go, Will. That's the new goal.
that's it. All right. Well, let's jump into here first. We're gonna answer a couple questions.
Yeah, so the first one here is from who we got? Joseph Sampson. Y'all picked the right bumper music, soothing AF. So yeah, that was something we were kind of wanting to do from the get-go. We just didn't have the time and stuff. But Jordan,
And it's hard to commit to music.
that is the second.
We're going
piece.
back and forth with, is it hard? Because I've actually seen some comments that are like, somebody commented like, you guys need some hardcore punk.
It's
or,
off-brand, yeah.
off-brand
Yeah.
or something like that. And we went back and forth with like, you can't pull a band's music or anything. So
Yeah.
what is that punk? Or we're gonna have Brandon do it because
Yep.
he's in a band.
Yeah.
So it was tough, and we were spending a ton of time on it.
Yeah.
It was like, is this right? Is that right? No.
I mean, ideally, I kind of wanted to get Bad Brains as the cover, cover intro song, but obviously we're not going to license that and go through all that work. So that's why we're like, well, Jordan and Brandon make music, so let's figure out something, between them two. So
Jordan threw it down. So we got the music from him.
yep.
He did that.
Yep.
His Red Eye Beats.
Yeah, pretty good. And then he gave it to Frankie, and Frankie, put together that fire animation. So yeah, I'm hyped
thanks.
on that intro.
Totally. Yeah, thanks to those two dudes. Check out Jordan's stuff. And then he's going to be doing that stuff in-house now for us.
Yep.
Since we're doing animation, he can add to work with Frankie to do some of the music and sound effects.
Yeah, just a whole nother little category to kind of, work off of his sound. What's it called? Sound design or something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
So
yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Something different.
Yeah. Will hooked him up with a keyboard and everything because Will used to do a little bit of that. So
Yep.
yeah, it's cool. So there'll be more of that, but we're stoked on the intro and
Oh, yeah. Keep it in the family,
Yeah, yep, for sure. Grab another one here. So Justin Roy. So the thumb giving the thumbs up should be the icon you click to like this video. Laugh out loud, awesome work. So in one of the clips there was or one of our graphics, it was the thumb, and then on top of the thumb was another thumb doing the thumbs up. So yeah, that's a good one.
We'll use that.
We will use that, yeah.
We'll use it. I think you should see it popping up on your screen right now.
There you go.
So
yep.
we'll continue to use that going forward.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Fun piece.
Yep.
Brandon killed that.
Yeah, he did. Yep. It's clean and simple. Today, we are going to dive into a current client as well as a very old client that we've been working with for a while. I kind of dove back into some old files, and it looks like we first started working with Nike in 2010.
Whew, throwback.
So, yeah. So we're going to kind of dive into some of that old work as well as some recent work. So,
Yeah, I think the last episode, Jordan referred to Google as the big leagues.
Mm-hmm.
I'll refer to this as, the big league. This is-
Yeah.
I like to say this is like the Navy SEALs of our field is this. So
yeah, and then part of the reason we're up here in the Northwest is kind of because Nike. I mean, we started flying up here for meetings and things when we first started working with them, and it kind of opened my eyes to the Pacific Northwest and Portland and the creative community that they have here. So yeah, so let's go back in time here to 2010. One of the first couple projects we worked on was this big logo package for Nike baseball. So basically all the MLB teams were supplied with all the logos and then basically asked to make them all smoking.
yeah,
So
you can't go wrong with that.
yeah, Brandon did these. A lot of the smoke is it's all done in Photoshop, but some of the logos were harder than others.
Talk about a crazy project. I mean, even just to do like that LA, it looks amazing, but then they're like, all right, approved, now do 25, I don't know the number.
Boston, San Francisco, yeah.
A shit ton. Anything you smoke out or put flames on or anything like that, it's going to do well. So
Right.
yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So here's a couple others. The fun thing with Nike, especially back in like 2010 through, I'd say, 15, 16, was the variety of projects was all over the place. They have so many brands, whether it's tennis or football or soccer or, whatever.
Yeah, tons and tons of categories.
I mean, you're seeing Manny Pacquiao and boxing in here, so the categories are so wide. So it was cool because we got to, touch a bunch of different, projects and industries for them. So it was kind of cool.
Yeah. Even that piece down below, it's like the floral pattern, pretty strong. I would wear that on a button up, But then if you look closer, they got some volleyballs in there, So it's like kind of like a hidden little deal. So Damaso killed that thing. He's, we always give Jordan the pattern props, but Damaso sometimes sneak in a banger in there. So
so moving on, this one here. So this was kind of similar to the smoke in a way, but we were asked to do. I want to say there were 9 of these. 9 different college teams, and basically take their mascot, whether it was the Florida Gators or the Georgia Bulldogs, and do these super heavy illustrations.
Look at that gator.
Yeah,
Holy
the gator.
Shit.
And so Damaso came in with
I could
these.
feel the scales on that thing. That is crazy.
And so this, you'll see in here, you'll see the Oregon Ducks. So that's the local team, obviously, in Oregon.
I think we did that one first. They loved it.
That was first, yep.
And then we just ran with it.
And that one is here. That one's here behind me.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you can see. So they got rid of the background. Just ran the duck, which, I'm not mad at. That's a good idea. The background was cool on screen, but to actual print on a shirt.
Yeah, you don't need the billboard and the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd, it's going to box it in. It's going to make it look like a panel print, where this is just a nice, good spot hit, breathable. The colors pop on that Kelly green.
Right. Yeah, these are cool.
Sheesh.
So each team had their own tees, and I think this was getting down towards the playoffs or something like that. I can't remember, but so scrolling down here, we got the Just Do It.
Was there shoelaces holding those bones together?
Those shoelaces are
goodness.
holding all the bones together. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon is crazy. We'll just leave it at that. Even the texture and motion on that Run to Live, that is good. That's definitely Damaso special all day.
So you'll start to see Nike back in the day had Nike 6.0, which was their action sports division. It was like skateboarding, snowboarding, kind of
BMX, wake. They kind of touched all the little action sports.
So when we started working with them, they had phased that out. And we're basically just calling it Nike Action.
Action, and that's that little flag in the bottom center. You see the flag with the swoosh.
Yeah, so you'll see in here some of these designs that have that little flag, and that's what that is. We were asked to design around that or do new tees that had that flag in it. So
that floral, the swoosh, or the Nike logo with the floral around it, and all the palm fronds, and I like that. I think that's pretty old, but it's still we get that on brief still to this day. It's a strong piece.
Yeah. And then I like this the dude on the skeleton on the skateboard.
Oh yeah.
Like totally different style.
Mm-hmm. Skating on the wave.
Yep, skating on the wave.
The shoe board.
The shoe, yeah. So
it's pretty fun stuff. Ooh.
Moving on. So this one, you see the one with the Nike Action logo with the shoe strings wrapped around it.
Crazy.
And then next to it is Damaso's Air Max. Well, basically it has
like a bunch of the popular shoes.
Yeah, shoes in there.
That's gnarly.
I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. I have nothing to say. It's crazy. Damaso's the man. Like, that is gnarly.
Looks great on black, great on white.
Yep.
Like that illustration, all done in Photoshop, airbrush, the whole deal.
This is before the iPad, so definitely all Photoshop.
Yeah, there's no question whether this was done in Photoshop. So, yeah. Moving up the chain here, so conquered the court, Nike basketball, little concrete Nike logo, 3D.
Anytime you take just Futura condensed and draw over it, give it a little bit of life, like, ooh, if that ain't Nike, I don't know what is. Like, that is so on brand. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this hat, we did this hat for Nike basketball, which is right here.
That thing?
Yep. So we have that. So super gnarly.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Super gnarly plastic on the bill. You got the gold and white. Nothing I would wear, but
I think you designed that though, right?
Yeah. I did the badge and the wings and all that.
I think the wreath. I got to do the wreath on the bill, and this was so long ago. I was so excited. I'm like, what? I get a Nike piece? Like,
right.
It's like, no, well, not the main piece. You got to do the wreath on the bill. I'm like,
wreaths on the bill.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
ooh, that rip swoosh. The
Nike
good.
swoosh ripped. Yeah, that's
just to modernize that. We just need like an alien or monster claws coming out of that, and it would be right up to 2021.
Yep, even a couple eyes just in the black, kind of peering through. Vapor Speed, some more smoke. That one, that first series with the baseball did well. So this is for Nike football, for their Vapor gloves.
Yeah, scroll up a little bit. Look at those bones. Dude, I am a
bones.
sucker for those bones like that. I think I request something like this from him every time we do a project. I'm like, Brandon, just draw the bones.
Yep.
It'll work.
We've done a lot of bones. The one on the right, though, with the Nike Action logo, where the logo is the negative space. Like,
so good. We need our logo with some sort of treatment like this, because that's too good.
That's fun. So scrolling up, these two are Brandon. Super, like I said, the black line.
Yeah, this was Nike was doing a little bit of surf, you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of tell the surf vibes on the two on the right.
Yeah, yep. This was part of the Action Sports where they had a whole surf team and you know, surf, snowboard, skate.
Even that piece on the right with that super death metal letters and the style of, I don't know, the etching and all that. Dude, that is heavy.
Yeah. And then we got into a little bit of
P-Rod.
Nike before it was SB. I mean, this is just Nike Action. P-Rod.
Yeah, P-Rod's one of my personal favorites, so to do some stuff with him was really cool. And we were also doing some, at the time, Plan B boards with his stuff, so to kind of hit it from both angles was super fun. I think that's Dan's board right there.
Yeah, actually, the photo of him with the board is the board we did, and then the tee, he's wearing the tee we did as well as has the board, so yeah.
So that's a win right there.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, dude, this badge set has been one of my favorites since because you did it so long ago.
This is old. Nike Air Force One.
Yeah.
They wanted the whole military vibe, tanks, that whole deal, so.
Spot on,
Yeah,
dude.
this is something I worked on back in the day.
Yeah, the skull with the parachute, dude. That's it.
Yeah.
I love that. Ooh, this
Moving
piece.
on. So this piece.
That's a Cortez, right?
Here.
Is that a Cortez?
It is a Cortez, right?
It's got to be. It better be.
So this one here.
Sheesh.
This is an old one, but I use this still to this day just as a reference. Still kind of use it today as a reference for the sketch, which we'll put up here. The sketch, the black line, and then the color, like, is such a great process to show that Brandon did on this one, because it's so detailed and just a fine line as far as the black line and stuff like that, and then the airbrushing underneath, you know?
Yeah, the client knows exactly what they're getting. There's no question when you show them that sketch.
Yeah.
But nonetheless. Okay, hold on, wait. Bottom right.
Oh, there's your rats.
We got the
There's
rat with twigs.
Oh, that was SB. Shit. So this is when it changed.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the rat with the twigs.
Love that. In the negative space, you get the logo. Yeah, this Speed Guts Glory type that Damaso did here is so cool, man. That is, we need a font like that. That's tight.
I mean, this one still holds up till today.
Yeah.
I feel like, where some of these I feel like they kind of look like 2010, but that one for sure.
The piece to the right of that wing is pretty cool. So you pulled elements off the shoe. And built it into the wing, which that's solid, man.
Yeah, they wanted something that used pieces of the shoe. I think those were on the sole. So moving on, Air Max. So Nike Air Max. So we did a big kit. I guess I'll go from the bottom, but
tons of badges on this one.
Tons of badges, yeah. We were asked to do a whole kit for Nike Air Max, and so everyone kind of pitched in on this. You have a bunch of stuff in here.
We try to do, every form of air, from the molecule to the hot air balloon to the bike pump. They got the propeller.
Yeah. Was Jordan? This was right before Jordan.
Yep.
This was in the old.
Yep.
The old office.
You're right. Yep. The first studio here in Portland.
Yeah. Jordan didn't pitch in, I guess.
I don't think so. Davey.
It was me, you, and Davey.
Yep. Davey did.
Yeah. So yeah, these are fun.
Oh, the stork, that's great.
Yeah, the stork's cool.
Great concept. Yeah. Born from air.
Yeah.
That's good.
This left one, this is yours, right? With the AM.
The AM. Yep. That was
lock up.
I was pretty excited when I found that. I think it was a little happy accident.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Is this you with the laces?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Originally, it was just like two banners crossed.
Yep.
And I think maybe 10 minutes before I turned it in, I'm like, oh, I could just pop the little, the little ends of the laces on there, and it's on brand.
Perfect.
Another happy accident.
Yep. And then here they are.
It helps seeing it on that orange.
It does.
It's definitely branded.
It comes together.
Yeah.
In this one, this middle, we've used this on a few different things just for like reference, and had some clients pull that out, that bottom middle one, which is you. That thing, I love that thing. And some of Davies that he did.
Yeah, pretty cool to see the color and then the black and white.
Yeah.
Some options.
Yeah, so even looking at this, I mean, for young designers and whatnot, I mean, look at look at how it changes when it's on black as opposed to white. Even just the feel of it. You know, we run into that with some clients and some projects. You know, do you present the logos on white or do you present them on a black background?
I mean, look at
the feel is totally different.
Yeah, look at the chicken on black. There's a huge white stroke around it, but then on the white version, there's not.
Yep.
The black version, you got the white stroke. So it's like that's a huge battle right there.
Exactly. Even the Stay Fresh shoelaces, you know, it's stroked, and then with the black
totally different feel.
You don't have any strokes.
Yep. Even same with the 90. You know what I mean? And when it goes on white, you're like, boom, look at the big stroke, and then when it's on the black, it looks good. Even the color, like I could feel that bubble right there and then the counter space of the zero.
Because you got that one white highlight, you know, on the orange right there that makes it, you know, brings it up, and you can get the feel for it.
Yeah, that's
it's a good
special.
Good example of you know, kind of that battle, whether you show things on white or black, you know, dark or light background.
Yeah, this number one with the snake, that's a piece I really like. It's kind of held its time for I don't know how many years, but that's a good piece that may have inspired the Lincoln logo. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was either that or the other way around, where David did the Lincoln logo first and then that. I want to say it was the other way around.
It definitely could have been. And now Davey's like the snake charmer. You know, he's putting snakes on everything.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. This next project, to me this is pretty big time.
So Marcus Mariota played he was a quarterback for the Oregon Ducks. You know, the team, the big local team in Oregon, University of Oregon. So he was quarterback for the Oregon Ducks. It was his senior year. He was leaving the team to go to the NFL draft, and so they wanted this pattern to basically make him a pair of shoes. I think they made 4 or 5 pairs of these shoes that they then presented to him at the NFL draft to wear.
That's pretty
when
cool.
He was there getting drafted. So,
and they put the pattern on that box. Look at that box.
Yeah, they came in the box. The box to me, like if I got this, the box is I'd just keep that box.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
Wear the shoes, keep the box. Like
put the shoes on StockX and then keep the box.
So they came to us with a list of, you know, he's from Hawaii. I think his parents still live in Hawaii.
Okay, and you got the area code on there.
Yeah, I got the 808 area code, which is Hawaii, and then a bunch of different things with basically his life and his timeline and how he grew up. So there was a ton of stuff that had to be included in this pattern. It had to be black and white because it was going to be etched in the wood as well as into the shoes. I actually worked on this. The first thing they made was the tees and the shoes for him. And then from there, he won the Heisman Trophy that year. So they built at the University of Oregon, there's a huge, it might be named after him, the actual building. Yeah. And in there is the Heisman Trophy. And it's on the stand, which you're seeing here, that's like this reverse pyramid. After doing the shoe, they asked us to make a really long version of it that was going to wrap around and be etched in this display here that holds the Heisman Trophy. So
that's timeless, dude. Like a t-shirt's cool, it lives and dies, but this is timeless.
No, it's super cool. I have yet to go up there and see it. And then on the bottom of this thing it says Mom, Dad, and Matt, which is his brother. So it was cool. I was super pumped to work on this, to see it finally done, etched in that whatever that is, glass or chrome piece.
Whatever it is, it looks great. That's definitely a portfolio piece right there.
Yeah,
front and center.
And just simple. I mean, here's a little bit of zoomed in on it, but it had to all be vector, clean, so it could be etched, out of wood. It's
kind of masked in a way. Like seeing it like this is one thing, but when you see it in use in products, it's like masked and it just has a different feel. So the masking that they did is great.
Yeah, so that was a fun one. That's the thing with working with Nike is we kind of don't really. You don't know what the project's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
It can be apparel. It can be something for in-store. Or moving on, it's a big kit like this. So this was national championship, so basketball. They wanted kind of this paint kind of marker look.
Yeah, look at this wet type. I don't even know how he did that. Like the two colors, I mean, it's very silk screenable just because it's two colors.
Yep.
I don't even know where he started. I mean, this is like real art right here.
Yeah, this is something I'd love to sit down and videotape and see him doing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is done in Photoshop, but God, you cannot tell.
Yeah, it's like I want to know the tricks. Like, are there tricks? Did he physically?
I don't know.
paint it, mask it, or path it out, bring it in, and put the fill color.
Great question.
With Damaso, you never know. He can do it all. So
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Like, that's heavy.
Because this looks like finger paint.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
But if I tried it with finger paint, it would be nasty. But
Right?
this shit looks good, dude.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it prints very well. It still has that look,
But so scrolling down this page, you can see we presented some other ideas. They had this banner idea that they wanted us to explore, so we did that.
Built on banners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Duke, I guess, has won a bunch, and they have the banners hanging from the rafters and everything. So,
but it all has that vibe. Even like all the fills, everything has that blue and black, and
it
looks strong.
Yeah.
And this is the piece that makes it all tie together. You get the photo of the guys winning, cutting down the net.
This is one of the things as a designer, you kind of go, fuck, this is why I love this job, and I love doing it when you see something like this come out. And a lot of times it's a year later, and you almost forgot about it.
Totally forgot. If I remember right, I think Damaso was watching it live, and then sends us photos like, oh, dang, everyone's wearing the tee I did.
Yep.
Totally forgot about that. We need a tutorial on this.
We do.
Wet marker type.
Yep. I honestly don't think there's a quick way to do this, and I think he's going to tell us that. But yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more because
lots of markers.
Based on that whole kit, they actually came back to us for a Nike basketball marker kit for all the teams. So they wanted all the logos done in just black marker, look. And so again, he went in different styles, a little thicker up top on these basketball types.
Yep, some wet, some less wet.
Mm-hmm. And then so you get down into the logos for each team, which, this is when you start working with team logos and stuff, you'll get one that's easy, like the Oregon Ducks. You got the big O, not so hard. And then you jump into the Ohio State one.
Too many little detailed parts. You're like, how do I make this work? Where that CN and that O or NC, whichever.
NC, North Carolina, right here. That's
those work and lend themselves easily to this texture. But that Ohio State, that had to have been a challenge.
Yeah.
Especially, look at that Gator logo.
Florida Gators,
It's kind of even hard to tell just because there's too many fine little detailed lines.
Yeah. I love that marker look.
Oh, yeah. Still, it's timeless. It still works to this day.
This is you on the left, right?
I think that's you.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Shit, I don't know. Yeah. This was me.
Yep, both of those.
That could be.
I forget. I had some in there, but
I think yours is coming up top here. And this was where I guess where the night and day started out as.
Totally. That top right one, all day, all night. So it kind of had that half and half feel.
Yeah, I love that.
Kind of made me push like, okay, I got to have half black, half white, good direction.
You got the hand on the right there that Brandon did, super simple. There was illustrations of a more detailed kind of graphic hand that was all beat up from working out. And it was almost a bit too much. The thing looked a bit gory.
Yeah.
So we dumbed it down.
Yeah, I think on the top left here on the T, you could see
you can kind of see the more detailed. Yep.
So the center.
These are yours, right? These two.
Yep. The center one is kind of in that same, repetitive vibe that they were looking for.
This one on the left, this Just Do It. So this is you.
Yeah, spent a lot of time on that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one was tough.
Yeah, a lot of exploring. They kind of wanted that chalk. When you're lifting weights, you got that chalk on your hands.
Yeah.
They wanted that feel, and it's like, well,
I think you accomplished it great.
Yeah, it was a lot of searching. A lot of digging around trying to find how to achieve that, but it was fun. I'm glad that it worked out.
Yeah.
I think they printed it too.
Yeah, this has been referenced a few times.
Yeah,
just the texture and everything's so great that we've had this thrown back at us. Hey, do something like this.
Totally. So, even that little background text that I think they told us to add. I think it really kind of finished it off.
For sure. Yeah. Moving up the line here. So Nike football.
Yeah, this
Super
was
Bowl 53.
This was a really fun project.
This was a fun project.
Yep.
So we were asked for Super Bowl 53 to develop a patch kit for Nike. They were going to have a pop-up shop in Atlanta. Game was in Atlanta.
Yep. So it was, like you said, a little pop-up shop, but nothing was really for sale. It was, they kind of gave an invite list to, the who's, and you had all the OG old school football dudes coming in and picking the patches they want, grabbed a jacket, and then someone had the iron-on kit. And you could pick your placement. You're like, give me 3 down the chest and 2 on the sleeve or whatever. So super fun project. I think it was maybe, 20 patches all in,
Yeah, it was a bunch. And it was Everything had to be black and gray.
which was super fun to do, you know.
Which is like, yeah, perfect.
And it, kind of all across the board, you know what I mean? Like a couple of footballs, some not footballs. We had to stay away from certain animal heads because the teams that were playing that year, whichever they were.
Yep. And, you know, one animal represents a football team or whatever. So, and like you said, they didn't want every single one to be football.
Yep.
You know, it was like 50-50 on that.
Yep, some generic ones. You know, you got the crossed bones with the Nike type. And yeah, this one was a lot of fun, man. And I think it was an easy turnaround. I feel like we did a bunch. They picked them.
It was, but the original ask, I think, was a 24-hour turnaround.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Jordan worked on this as well. Kind of did some of the football guys.
Yep.
And then you can see the jackets here.
Yep. You can kind of choose, you know, pick where you want your placement. And
Dude, I'd have killed to have one of those jackets with these sewn on it.
You're like, can I get a 20 down the back?
Right,
please?
exactly. Yeah, which ones do you want? I like them all.
Yeah, the
collage on the back.
Whoever's ironing those is bummed. Just like, shit.
So moving up the line here, this one too. This was another one for Nike football as well that we were super hyped to work on. This was almost a 2-3 year ordeal in the process because we ended up being asked to do this project to basically redesign the Nike football icon. They've had for years this big football, and it was like lightning bolts that made a football on tees, and then in the bottom they would swap out the team logos for the NFL.
Yep.
Brandon Damaso threw in some pencil sketches, and then we all kind of went in on actual vector logos. So ended up narrowing it down to something like you're seeing here with some of these changes, and then from those changes ended up narrowing it down to what is the kind of clean.
Yeah, the final.
Yeah, final, clean, simple version. You see the college teams and NFL teams logos in the bottom of the football there.
Yeah, they added a little gradient, which is a great touch for the T-shirts, you know, with like a little spray on the gradient.
Yeah.
Looks really strong, you know.
Yeah. It's huge on the front of every shirt, you know, so it's cool to see that. And for it to represent Nike football is super rad to be involved in that, you know. So.
Yeah, again, to get a T-shirt's one thing, but to get like a logo that, you know, covers the whole category, like that's major.
Yeah.
Scroll down on some of these options though. Some of these are pretty crazy. Like look at that spiral one.
Yeah.
Like that, it's out there, but that's really fun.
It needed to be very clean and an icon that represents Nike football. And the ones previously, you know, like I said, had lightning bolts and things like that, but they were pretty simple.
Yep.
We kind of took it in a lot of different directions. I mean, you got a couple here that Brandon illustrated the football, but I think in the end, we knew it was going to be very clean, very simple, you know. But even some of these that are the negative space, you know, where you just have, what's cool is that you throw two stripes around you know, like that, and it kind of represents a football, which is what we did on a lot of these. It didn't end up being on the final logo, but
yeah, that was a design element I was going towards. You know, you have your laces on the front, and then you have the two pieces, and there might be something with college football has those, and then pro doesn't. I'm
NFL
not exactly
a lot of
sure.
Times does not. Yep.
So I'm sure that had something to do with
for sure.
You know, don't put those on there. But for me, non-sports guy, that's what a football looks like. You know what I mean? Right. So we have a couple more little pieces. To look at.
So not too long ago, we were basically tasked with doing two different kits, one for Nike Air Max, one for Nike Running. These tees and these graphics were going to be used the print on demand in store.
Nike by you.
Yeah, so
you can kind of go and pick out, you know, whatever shirt color blank and whatever graphic you want and get it printed up yourself. And I think they do something similar with shoes where you can kind of customize what you want. So pretty cool little feature, you know?
Yeah. So here's a bunch of graphics for that, some type.
Some good type. Dude, we need to make that a font.
So another one here with the Nike billboard, Nike Air.
Dude, I
love this one.
This was like off in left field kind of, and what we all did. We all kind of did some a little more techie kind of stuff, where Damaso just came left field and do that is great.
Yeah. And I mean, this can be done in so many different colorways. That would look amazing.
Yeah, you could strip it down to the black line or go full kind of poppy and...
Yeah. Nike billboard.
Yeah, that's great.
So I got to add the wings to the Nike Air, with the shoe.
Classic Brando piece.
Brandon. Super clean, very wearable.
Yeah, they might have went with that one.
I think they did. Yeah. This Jordan, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's a Jordan piece.
Moving on, another Brandon piece. shoes hanging in the clouds.
Yeah, you can pick Brandon. He's like, this shit's so like iconic. You can just pick it out of the crowd.
So Damaso here, the future is in the air. That like the shoe illustration just color blocked. I love that.
And a couple little contour lines, not the whole thing's not fully contoured out like I would do. It's just enough where you it's suggestive. But you can see it and feel it.
Is this you?
No, it's Jordan. Yep, okay. Cool piece.
Yep, yeah.
Nice, good tee. One color.
One type.
Super wearable. It's got the little bubble window in the bottom right.
Yep.
One thing that I always loved about the bubble, they came in, whoever these scientists were, to pitch the bubble, and they're kind of going back and forth, and they're leaving the office, and then last minute, Phil Knight's like, screw it, we'll take it, but now it's like so iconic. So it's like the fact that they almost didn't do the bubble is pretty crazy to think about.
Moving on here, a little clean illustration, side profile of the shoe. I mean, that's a good thing with the Air Max when working on stuff for Air Max is that silhouette.
Oh, yeah.
Is very recognizable.
Totally. All those shapes, those couple 4 or 5 panels lend itself perfect.
Yeah. Clean a little front and hit.
Chest hit. Those circles are fun.
They are fun. Is this you?
Yep. Try to go, we're all going kind of clean and modern or whatever. So I'm like, we're going to go the other way. We're going to put some texture on it. And
even this thing, if it was just black on a white tee.
Yeah. Oh, super wearable.
Yeah. Retro one,
good
I think
piece,
by Jordan, right?
And lowercase type, dude, doing lowercase type is hard. Not a lot of people doing designs with lowercase type, true. So that's great. You just have the dot of the I up there, and I love that.
This one, I think, says Jordan piece.
Super clean, good colors.
Yeah, that the back of the shoe, that piece, that Air Max piece, is very iconic, recognizable. Yeah. This thing is great.
Yeah, you just posted that recently.
I did.
Super good piece.
Yeah, this just went up on Instagram. This is you, right?
That's Jordan.
Is that Jordan?
Jordan's coming through.
Yeah, Jordan did a lot for this.
Yeah.
They needed a lot for these shops, so everybody kicked on this. Bunch of different styles and work to show. So.
Yeah. Jordan again on something something different. You know what I mean? We would typically not do that, but it's a fun, good piece. That's Davey right there.
This thing's heavy. The cloud shoe.
Yeah, he's like, all right, clouds is the goal. Like, I got that. Super gnarly. Yeah. Look at all the different colors in there.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's definitely a Davey piece.
Yeah, I love that. Got the simple wings of the shoe.
Top view. Everyone was hitting the side views, so I figured just hit it with the top.
Yeah, this is you, right?
Yep. Run a gradient through it.
Nice gradient.
This one, dude, I love that. The type in the drop shadow there.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I got to ask how he did that. That's tight. Yeah. I mean, it follows that O perfectly. Like
this thing, I posted this as well. This is yours, right?
Yep. Yeah. This is a fun one. Yeah. Trying to get a little techie with it, and I stretched that air. I don't know. That's a future condensed extra bolt, but I just stretched the shit out of it. Like typically that's a no-no,
it's a no-no, right? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get weird.
You can't really tell. I mean, it lends itself with the busted, it's broken up and
glitched up. I kind of messed with the R counter space a little bit, so it didn't look super stretched, but digging this.
Collage.
The CD's super random, but works.
Right.
Gives it a vibe. Mm-hmm. This is another one. I was just trying to do something different. We're all drawing the shoe, so I'm like, all right, let me bitmap it.
Yeah, and I love the overprinting.
Yep.
Even the bitmap,
the colorways. Like, let me try to figure out something, just a little different. So it's not black with bright green, but this was a fun project, dude. Going, oh, look at those bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah. Davey's crazy.
The Air Max bubbles, and that thing's cool.
It looks real, you know what I mean? But one color.
For sure.
Yeah, that's tight.
Okay, so that was some of the comps for the Air Max project. Let's jump into the Nike running. Yeah, so this is cool.
Yeah, good Davey style. Even just that dot pattern flat throughout. He didn't warp it or anything, but it works,
This is
good Jordan piece. Yeah, I think they picked this one if I remember right.
Yeah.
Just fun little logo treatment with that kind of overlapping bevel vibe.
We did have a bunch of different taglines to use on this,
Okay.
So that's where, some of the 60,000 miles come to play, but which is always good. That's one thing we always ask a client for, when we're working on whether it's tees or badges or something like that. Like, what are your taglines? What are your subtext? The more
content.
Copy, that you can receive, especially when building out tees or badges, the better. Or you can't just have a name.
Yeah, or else I'm going to make something up, and then you're going to want to change it, and mine's like 5 words, and you're going to want 10 words, and it's just like, it don't work. So
exactly. So here's some Nike running with the character art. Damaso did. So
love that,
super
dude.
fun characters. You got the guy with no hair.
Love that. And I think that even the clothes that these both the guy and girl are wearing are like pieces in their line. Like that's a certain short.
For sure,
It's
yeah.
a certain top.
Woman, the character with
Yep.
those shorts, yep.
That thing is so good. Oh wait,
I
go
want
back.
to see it
You
like.
see that swoosh mouth? Look at that swoosh mouth. Damn it!
Shoot.
I didn't.
She doesn't have that.
No.
Yeah, he does though.
That's a little. I don't think I noticed that in the
Oh,
beginning.
shit. I didn't notice that either. No.
A little
No,
sneaky.
damn. So moving on here, you got the ribbon, the shoelaces. This is Jordan piece.
Yep, good classic piece.
Yeah. Nike running. This one kind of similar to what Damaso did before, where it's color blocked, but this one is even less detail.
Yeah,
you know,
he's just doing his thing, getting funky with it, and I love it.
like those shoelaces. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just suggested. You know.
He just has that confidence to be able to do that. Where I would second guess it. Is it right? Can you see it? And you know, but yeah, the texture on the bottom of that shoe, like you know exactly what shoe we're looking at.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with the line.
So this is cool.
Yeah,
This exploded view.
Yep, this one took a little bit to do.
This is you,
that
huh?
freaking the tread on the bottom of the
sole,
shoe.
yeah.
Oh, dude, that killed me.
Another one.
Damaso's got
Damaso,
that look, dude.
yeah. Kind of the zoom in on the bottom of the shoe, which is very iconic. Got Davey with the running
Classic.
light bulb. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty
we
funny.
took a good idea and ran with it. So
Yeah.
you got the running light bulb.
Look at that, the sweatband. That is freaking on point. That's great.
That's fun.
Ooh.
Got the running
The
runner approved with shoelaces.
with no contour line. Like, damn, that's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Good classic
Clean,
badge.
yeah, clean stamped badge.
That could be a hat right there.
Jordan.
Yep.
Jordan does some great textures.
Oh, yeah.
You
Dude,
kind of have
and
the
textures in Vector in Illustrator, the worst. It's just hard to work with. Crashes your computer. You want to punch something out, like go do it and then go to lunch because it's
Yeah.
going to take so long. So
And then with the textures like this one, I mean, you'll kind of notice it's one thing to throw texture over a full piece,
Yep.
you know? Mm-hmm. It's another thing to kind of do it how Jordan did here, where you have the white texture inside the letters,
Yep.
but it's not touching the edge.
Yep. But then
know?
as well as the black texture in the negative space, you know what I
Yep.
mean? So it's like he has two different levels of it.
There's a lot more to it than just chucking a texture on
Pop
top.
it over the top. Yeah.
Well, Brandon piece, can't go wrong with the 3D fully illustrated type.
Yep. Can never go wrong.
That shoe sitting on top. And then the hand through the holding the shoe up.
I
They
think
had
this
a
one got
photo
big,
of
maybe?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, this was in their catalog that they
Yeah,
sent us.
there
So
was actually
Brandon,
a photo from an ad.
yep, Brandon got to draw that, which was smart. You know what I mean?
Another bitmap. This
Yep.
is you, right?
Yep,
That's
you
cool.
can see a little pattern. I love my
Yeah,
bitmaps. So
yeah, that's cool.
I don't know who that is, but
I want to
it's
say
good.
this is Brandon.
Yeah, I like that, dude.
Yeah.
The texture on the bottom of that sole, I can feel that. You know, that's
Yeah.
great.
All right. So that's kind of the running project.
Yep.
So a lot of different options, a lot of different styles. Everybody kicked in, and
So it was, and a lot of fun.
yeah.
That's the fun stuff.
Yep. So kind of ending this off on the Nike stuff. There's some SB stuff that's coming out. That's actually out on the shop right now.
Yep, it's currently out. Go over to NikeSB.com, click the top right corner, and then the filter the shirts and the hoodies, and we have 2 pieces.
Yep. We got so basically Dustin and Jordan each have a piece in here. You got the llama,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, it was a super random, SB t-shirt ask of them just to come up with random stuff. So I was like joking and like, I'm going to do a llama. And then Dan's like, no, yeah, you should do that. So it's like, oh shit,
That's what they're
okay.
looking for. Super random.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pop some blazers on it and it worked. They ran it in a couple different colorways, a hoodie. They blew it out. So
Yep.
I was excited, and they named it Paul the Llama. So you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. And then Jordan did one here with talk about random stuff.
Yep.
The melting ice cream,
Totally perfect. Melted popsicle.
melted
With the
popsicle.
purple. Yeah.
You got the Nike SB on the handle, the wooden handle.
Which to me makes it, without the name on the stick there, maybe they wouldn't pick it. But then
Right.
it's got that little touch, and
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun. Just drawn with a big, thick,
Yeah.
kind of brush there.
That
you
left
probably
hand.
did that on the iPad.
Oh yeah, he definitely did that on the iPad.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of some of the Nike work over the years. Great client. Like I said, a variety of work in sports and things we've dealt with.
Branding, apparel, patterns, Heisman Trophy cases.
Yeah. So that is Nike. So other than that, we have for apparel and things for us in the shop, we finally got back in stock some of these hats.
Some new hats.
These are some of the original hats. So 3 different colorways. They were out of stock for a while. So
Ooh, we got the little Kilroy.
yeah, little Kilroy.
Edward Kilroy.
Yep, Edward the Yeti Sasquatch guy.
Yep.
So these are back in stock. If you guys want any of these, check it out online.
Yep, and I think we have a bunch of new stuff. Reordering a bunch of stuff,
Yep.
some carryovers.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that's out of stock, so a lot of carryovers will be back in stock in the next week or two. So.
Yeah. So if you're like me and you like a certain piece that's been sold out for 3 months, you're like, yo, Dan, come on, get that one thing back. So it should be back in the shop. So check it out.
Yeah.
Pick up some merch.
Yep.
Yep. Represent.
Yeah. And that's about it for today.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash that like button.
Yep.
Ring that bell. Whatever you
Like,
want to do.
subscribe, comment, do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Stoked on everybody following us. So.
Yep. And let's get that hot tub episode in.
Yeah, we're still working on that.
Yeah.
We're couple shy? 15?
15 shy. I was telling Will I'm going to make 15 fake accounts tonight, so tomorrow we'll be on board.
We'll have
So
to do the hot tub.
you guys got to go back and watch that Creative Gorge episode.
Yep.
Give us a little love on there, and
Talk about the hot tub and
Yeah.
that, and
you'll see us in the hot tub.
we'll make it happen. But we got to get that up there.
Yep. We need that waterproof iPad so we can do some sketching in the hot tub.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Have some fun.
It'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah.